right, folks. Hey, I think I'm going to take this Dodge Durango RT out for a little cruise because that's what this truck is all about. Yeah, I call it a truck. No, it's an SUV. But to me, it's a truck. It tows. It goes off-road. It does it all. Plus, it'll haul all kinds of folks in the back with all the comforts you could ever want. Oh, my gosh. As I mentioned earlier, fuel mileage is not always the best. I'm only doing 16.1. That's because I've been sort of pounding on it a little bit. But if I don't pound on it, best I've gotten 18.5, which isn't bad. But you do have to run premium fuel, so we don't know where gas prices are going to go. But you know what? I don't even care. I really don't. This is one vehicle I fill up with premium, and I don't care. You know, I really don't, because it's the old bang for your buck. I mean, it is so much fun to drive. And to know you've got everything you need under the hood if you needed to pass somebody, get up on a mountain road. And believe it or not, now you're going to find this hard to believe, but this Durango does really well in the twisties. Yeah, I know, it sounds crazy, but they really set this SUV up. I'll do it correctly. But if you were to take it to a racetrack, I mean, it's got everything you need. Starting with the Bilstein shocks that are specially tuned for this Durango only. I mean, Dodge and Bilstein worked feverishly to give you a shock system that, like right now, I could put a glass of water on the dash, and if it rippled, it would only be because of the roadway. It wouldn't have nothing to do with this vehicle. That's how smooth this Durango is. And it gives you control. You know, when you hammer this thing down and you start taking off, you have total control over this vehicle. It allows you that. And there's not a lot of vehicles that you could say that about. The big, thick steering wheel, you get your little paws on this, you know you've got control. And that's kind of what the Durango is all about. And I love the fact Dodge does not make any excuses for horsepower. I mean, there's rumors, and I say it's a rumor, but they want to put 1,000 horsepower in their lineup. Now, everybody else wants to get rid of gas-powered vehicles and go electric. Not Durango, not Dodge. They said enough of that. You know, we're going to give you just what you want. And if you want performance and horsepower, just come see me. We've got it. It's amazing. All right. There's a slow poke ahead of me. I'm going to have to get around him. But, you know, we don't want to scare the guy. We'll just do it slowly. Yeah, acceleration. What am I doing? I'm only doing about 62, 63. But, and that's just a light acceleration. You know, and just think if you had the Hellcat motor in here. 702 horsepower. Woohoo! But you know what? I got to tell you, this 5.7 liter with 300 plus horsepower, it's more than enough. Yes, indeed. This is it's such a great ride. You really can't complain whatsoever. You really can't. Cruising speed on this, probably 70, 80 miles an hour, give or take. Which isn't bad. It's happy 80, really, when you come right down to it. All right, so anyway, back to the Durango. If you've never had a Durango before, you're going to love it. The seats, let me talk about the seats. Super comfortable, very well bolstered. And did I mention heat and cool? That's right. Steering wheel. And don't forget, get up early in the morning, 40 degrees out, hit the old key fob twice, starts this truck right up. By the way, got to lock it first. Lock it, hit that button twice, you'll hear 2 beeps, and the engine lights up. Now, if somebody was to come by your house, jump in the truck, which they couldn't do because it's locked, but if they did get in, won't go into gear, you can't do anything to it. Really smart. And then when by the time you get in the truck, the seat heaters are warmed up, the steering wheel's warmed up, the engine's warmed up, boom, you are good to go. There is really not a whole lot I don't like about this truck. I'm serious. It just marks all the boxes as far as I'm concerned. So if this is the type of vehicle you're looking for, then you really need to accelerate to your local Dodge dealer or go online, build your own. I mean, it's got so many different options and features and bells and whistles, everything from paint schemes on the exterior or the interior. I mean, this Dodge Durango RT, and go ahead and drive the other ones too, but I think you'd be real happy with the RT. I know I love this rig. This is going to be a hard one to let go. But you know what? You're watching Cruisin', and there's going to be a whole lot more coming down the road. We're going to try to put at least 2 cars or trucks on a week. And if we can do that for you, maybe it'll help you make a decision when you're getting ready to buy or sell a car, or maybe buy a car, not sell it, new or used, you know, because a lot of these things are getting used, and you can get some screaming deals on used vehicles. But, you know, and I'm trying to give you a perspective that you know, I've lived and died by. You know, I mean, I was a service manager for 30 years. I know these vehicles inside and out. And I've always said, you'll know whether you like a vehicle the minute you sit. Once you sit in behind the wheel and you look around, you'll know almost immediately whether you're going to like it or not. And if you don't believe it, look back on some of the vehicles you bought that maybe weren't that comfortable to get into, and you never did get a relationship with it. You'll get a relationship with this Durango, let me tell you. You know, this will be the vehicle you'll want to drive every single day, whether it be to work, whether it be to school, whether it be to the grocery store. And did I mention, again, it's a 3-row if you need to. But if you want to lay the seats down, guess what? You can lay the seats down, go to the big box store, and load up. You know, I don't care what it is, you got tons of room. Or if you're an adventurous type person, you go camping, you go to the desert, you know, you've got all the cargo space. And again, you can tow a boat, a small trailer. I think it's up to like 8,000 pounds. I mean, how could you turn your nose up to something like that? But the biggest thing is the everyday driving. The sound system, thank you, Harman Kardon, is off the charts. This is a vehicle that after you've taken a long drive, when you get out of it, there's no aches and pains. You know, you don't have to stretch your back saying, man, that was really uncomfortable. So check out the 2021 Dodge Durango RT. Check the RT out first. You might be pleasantly surprised. I know I am. And if I was going to jump into one of these rigs, this would be the one I would jump into. So that's just about it. Oh, by the way, when you're looking at Cruisin', do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. And, you know, because the more, you know, likes and shares we get, you know, the better the opportunity for us to get you more product, more vehicles. And you never know, we may surprise you every once in a while with something other than a vehicle. Like we were at the Nissan Design Center. Do you know how hard that is to get into the Nissan Design Center? It is not easy. It's difficult.